Hello everyone, my name is Reem and welcome back to my channel. I guess by the thumbnail you already know what a pretty thing we are going to make today. So without wasting any time, let's begin. But before that, please don't forget to turn on the subtitle button and also select your language as Hindi. इससे आपको हिंदी में subtitles आ जाएंगे. So without wasting a single second, let's begin. Let's make the top pattern first. I'm going to use my lining fabric for that. Fold your fabric, mark your shoulders, and from that, mark your armholes and your chest. Decide the length and mark it too. Make the armhole curve, keeping half inch inside from the line. Mark 4.5 inches from the neckline and connect it here, half inches down. Now for the princess seam dart, mark 5 inches, then mark 1.5 inch inside. Measuring that point straight, mark 10 inches from the shoulders. Connect it. Making a curve, connect this point to this slowly. Now measure the armhole, divide it into half and find the midpoint. Again, giving a curved shape, connect it too. Dividing your shoulder strap, draw a straight line. Decide how deep you want your neckline to be and mark it. Mark how much low you want it from your shoulders. Connect the armhole and the neckline to this point. Cut out your pattern. Temporarily stitch them together and see if everything fits perfectly or if something needs to be changed or adjusted. I have to trim a little from the armhole part and the neckline. Cut out the extras. Open up the pattern. Make sure both the sides are same. Let's make the back pattern. Keeping the same length of the sides, make a rectangle long enough. Mark 2 inches from here and connect them. Cut off the pattern. We will need 2 back pieces. As you have all your pieces together, temporarily stitch everything and see if it fits you. Once you are happy about it, cut out the pattern from the main fabric and the lining fabric as well. Make sure you are adding seam allowance on the top area. Connect all the pieces together. For making the strap, cut out 1.5 inches of 4 strips, fold them right sides and close it down. With the help of a safety pin, turn it inside out. On the right side of the main fabric, pin 2 on each sides like so. I am going to add cups in here. Connect the center of the cup at the burst point and secure it in place. Facing right sides together, pin the lining and the main fabric together and close it with a straight stitch. As you do that, make small cuts around the neckline and flip it over. Your top part is ready. Let's make the box pleat skirt. Start marking 2 inches on the edge like so. Now, ignore the first and move to the second, third and fourth. Pick up the third and connect second and fourth together like so. Pin it towards the first. For the other side again, pick up the third and connect the second and fourth and pin it towards the other side. Similarly, you are going to do it again. It should look something like this. Keep doing it until you have your waistline plus 2 inches extra, and then cut it out. I am going to shorten the length of the skirt, but if you want, you can keep it long. Decide the length you want. Measure from the pleated side of the fabric. And then measure the remaining length till the bottom. Mark it out. I am going to shorten it from the bottom. So keep marking the length from the bottom measurement you got, like so. Trim the excess off. If you're happy with your length, then secure the pleats in place with a straight stitch. For the lining part, I just created 2 simple A-line skirts. Connect them together. Make sure the waist measurements are same. Hemming the bottom, double fold it and close it with a straight stitch. Do it for the lining fabric as well. Now, let's assemble everything together. Find the midpoint of the skirt and the top. Place the top on the skirt facing lining sides to lining sides, connecting the midpoint. Now place your pleated skirt facing shiny side to the shiny sides and pin them together, sandwiching the top between both the skirts. Secure it with a straight stitch. As you do so, you will have a very beautifully clean outside as well as inside. Let's add the zipper. I couldn't find a smaller invisible zipper, so I'm making myself one. Add your zipper in place like so. Turn your dress inside out. I am going to close all the layers together, pin them in place and close it with a straight stitch. Lastly, for attaching the straps at the back, the inner strap will go near to the zipper and the outside one will go 2.5 inches away from the side seam. Similarly, do it here as well. I am hand stitching them in place, but if you want, you can also machine stitch it. Finally, for making the bow, we need a big rectangle of the lining fabric as well as main fabric. Facing right sides together, connect them, leaving a small opening. From that opening, turn it inside out and then fold it again and do the same. Due to the double layer of fabric, the bow will be very fluffy and strong enough to stand straight and will not sink down. For the big ribbon, we will need a very big rectangle. Fold it right sides together and draw a curved line like so on the ends of it. Close it down, leaving a small opening in the middle. Cut out the extra, turn it inside out. We will also need a small rectangle. Fold it right sides together and close it and turn it inside out. Scrunch up your big ribbon from the middle. Take a strong thread and tie the thread to it. Take the bow and scrunch it up from the middle and tie it with a thread too. Then tie up both together. You will need a hair clip like so. The smaller rectangle band will go inside from this part of the clip like so. Secure it as close as possible. Cut out the excess part. Flip the band over so that the raw edges are inside and it will be clean from outside. For attaching it to the dress, I created these buttonholes 1 inch away from the zipper. Pass the clip from one hole and bring it out from the other side. Close the clip. Your dress with the bow is ready. This amazing romantic dress transformation because I am so in love with it. It turned out to be so beautiful, specifically so beautiful. Well, before you make your dress for yourself, I would like to give you 5 tips on it. So, number 1, use an 11 number needle or any needle specifically made for delicate fabrics such as satin, silk or any other delicate fabric. I would also suggest you to decrease your stitch length. I kept it between 1 and 2, specifically more 2, but keep it between 1 and 2. Second, please use sharp scissors and pin. Trust me on this one, you need to use sharp scissors and pin as well. Third one, always, I repeat, always burn your edges or serge it if you can. I couldn't serge it, so I was just burning my edges. Trust me on this, it will be a big savior because satin and silk fabrics frays easily, like super easily, and it could literally destroy your garment. So please don't forget to burn your edges. The 2 inches extra in my garment was just because I was not sure about it, because this is such a delicate fabric and I really didn't want to fray it all. And I really didn't want कि सारे धागे निकलने लगे और garment खराब हो जाए. So I kept 2 inches extra in my garment for that. Fourth one, if your zipper opens up automatically or like just come down while you're wearing, well, all you can do is add a hook and eye on the edge of the zipper and it will help the zipper to stay in place. Fifth one, while making the bow, please make sure you add your lining fabric to it, because that is the only reason the bow is standing like this and not falling apart, because silk is such a delicate and flowy fabric. If you make the bow only of silk fabric, well, it will not be able to stand on its own. Well, with the help of a lining fabric, it will stand like this, like straight and nice. Like if you don't use lining fabric, the bow will down, like literally it will come down like this and will not stand in place. The lining fabric is the only reason the bow is standing such beautifully. And if you make same like mine with a detachable thing, it will be so helpful. You can also put in your hair, like open hair and big bow, that would look so fancy. And of course you can also wear it in your dress as well if you want. Well, I think that's it. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel for lots more amazing fashion transformation. Also don't forget to follow me on my Instagram account, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, green. Bye.